See this man here, hey guys. He's an odious man for getting himself into handlings.
You're right, I am. Sometimes I wonder.
Stevie, you've hit the charity bug now. Trying to raise a few quid for charity.
Like you could say that, yeah.
Last year, you had great success in raising some money for the air ambulance through the calendar, and it was dedicated to a little lad down your part of the world, young Harry Steele.
Brilliant young lad.
Brilliant young lad. It was a great job, but you're back again.
I'm back again for more torture.
Time has moved on, and you've seen a wee gap this year, and something we love getting involved in are dyno days. Horsepower, smoke.
Everybody loves it.
Oh,
everybody loves it.
So, the last 2 years we've been involved in one. This year's no different, albeit this is your baby. You're organised it away down different part of the world, which is a great, smart thing. Where are we going?
We're actually going to Ferguson Racetrack, which is just outside the village of Portavoga. It's down the Lower Arch Peninsula. About 20 minutes outside Newton Ards.
Yeah.
Somewhere different. It was an ex-RAF base. Plenty of wide open space.
Yeah.
Perfect for it.
Yeah.
It's a race circuit of garages. My thoughts were, do you know what, garages, if it's a wet day, the weather this morning's not perfect.
That's right.
It's raining out there and it's miserable.
We're hiding.
We're hiding in the shade.
We're hiding inside. Oh, look at that baby. I know, sorry. So, if 4 dynos organised.
Yes, with 4 of them coming for the day.
Four real good sound operators coming with their dynos,
Yep.
like Mr. Horner, who's the legend down your part
Everybody
of the world.
knows Mr. Horner.
He has given up his time here, and last year at Big Jimmy's.
Yes,
Big Jimmy's
that's right.
taking 4 or 5 tractors down from here, so like that's an option, guys. If you are travelling, ring these lads, travel. One of ours is going down. I think we'll maybe point towards the 3185. Go on convoy, get a breakfast, have a bit of crack. So Brian's taking his big dyno. Scott Lilburn's
Yes,
bringing a
that's
dyno,
right.
and we've worked with him in the past. Great lad.
Great lad.
Johnson Geltman, who, you know, and we always talk anytime we ask about charity events and stuff.
They're first in line.
Always, they're always there.
They're brilliant.
And nearly always young Dickie.
Oh, I think everybody knows that man too. Like.
And Irwin's.
Irwin's is coming as
So
well.
obviously
Yep.
class.
Yep.
So, you know, when you see these boys, the dealerships and these guys that are all doing these things, remapping and tuning tractors, coming together for charity.
It's brilliant.
Unreal.
It's brilliant.
What's it for?
It's actually for the Air Ambulance in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
You touched on the calendar part of it. Originally the first calendar was done 2 years ago.
That's right.
And it was on the back of a conversation with a man that you've seen before because he's been on one of your videos, was Cleet.
Yes.
It was a conversation one day with Cleet. He was mowing silage. But because of COVID, it was over the phone. We were standing in the same field together.
Yeah.
But it was over the phone.
Yeah.
And I put the idea to him and asked him, look, Trevor, what do you think? Only one way to find out, he says. The only way you're going to know, he says, is to do it. So, we had to go at it. I wasn't good working with a camera. I'd never done it before. And it just came together. And with that calendar, we raised 11,400. And then last year, along with, unfortunately, the tragedy that happened,
Yeah.
we the decision was made. I had said that I wasn't going to do another one. That was it.
Yeah, I say these things too.
We all do. We all do, but unfortunately we end up coming back on what we say. But I just thought, you know what, we'll do it. So it was put together. Yourselves, you sold it for us, and Johnson Geltman's.
Lots of people sold.
There was many.
Yeah.
There was 1,750 of them sold. We had none left. And they've ended up, over the 2 years, they've ended up in New York, Paris. They ended up everywhere. So people were buying them and sending them out to their relations. New Zealand, Australia, they really did go everywhere.
It's nice when you see that happening.
Yeah.
You know.
And whenever people send you through Snapchats, they send you through a video of it in a workshop in a yard in Australia, and you're like...
And you raised a lot of money last year.
Well,
that one, that was...
We had £28,000 last year.
Yeah.
So over the 2 years, the total was 39,400. That wasn't bad for somebody who couldn't work a camera.
No. But this year now...
Something different. It's something a lot different. It came as an idea. It was my father and myself were sitting talking about it one evening in the house. And he says, "Yo, are you giving it a break now?" He says, you're starting to go bald. He says, are you giving it a break? Are you going to give the stress a bit of it? And I sort of thought, well, do you know what? Maybe we will.
Stress.
That's,
It is stressful.
my hairline used to be there.
It is stressful though.
It's stressful, but
Yeah.
it turned out then that sort of thought about it and I approached the racetrack, Ferguson racetrack. It's a venue that has seen Eddie Irvine, John Watson, people
Yeah.
that have gone to Formula One. But it has never seen something like what we're going to do.
And now it's going to see the likes of Big Jimmy Mackay.
That's something different. Brad Horner and Clayton.
Oh, you're right.
It's just going to be a complete. But
And Cooks and all of these boys, and maybe Barry Reid, and it's going to be fantastic.
it's going to be well. Fingers are crossed. It's going to be brilliant.
Well, look, I know last year we put our shoulder to Big Jimmy, wanted to do something, and he like yourself, he had a reason for wanting to do something. So we put and people came from all over to come to it. And this year they're going to go from all over to get down to yours. And I think it's a great job and move it about. And next year maybe somewhere different, don't know. But people love a dyno, don't they?
People love a dyno.
And
People love the noise
And
the
you
smoke.
being you, you're going to put a bit of a show on. There's going to be,
It has to be done.
picture opportunities and things. But as you say, it's a great venue. It's slightly out of the way if you're coming from a distance, but once you're there, it's going to be worth it because there's loads of room to park.
There's
4 dynos, rattle them through. Crack's going to be mighty. Mint.
And
Much is it?
it's £30 for the dyno.
Like that's cheap as chips.
It's cheap as chips. Especially if you're going to bring them to your yard to do it. And at the end of the day, if you bring them to your yard, it's only your tractors that's getting done. You don't see what everybody else is doing. If you go to a day like that, everybody has a bit of crack because you're going to look at the whiteboard. You're going to look at what your mates is doing. You're going to look at what your neighbours is doing. You're going to look at what your own's doing.
But it's not just about that. It's a wee bit of a day out. It's a wee chat. It's a wee chat with people or whatever.
A catch up.
And it's not just the air ambulance this time now. You have another charity in mind as well.
It's called OG Cancer NI. It's a relatively new. It's formed in 2018. It's a relatively new charity, in fairness to me, but it's through the links of the circuit. It's the circuit manager, Donal O'Neill, who's fantastic in what he's doing and letting us use the venue.
Absolutely.
There's the venue. We couldn't really have asked for better, but it's through Donal O'Neill that we're getting the OG Cancer on board. They're an esophageal-gastric cancer charity, which at the end of the day, both charities, nobody ever knows when we're ever going to need their help.
Here, listen, absolutely, and we know this, and what you're doing is fantastic. And if you are about, take a tractor, go down. Look, if you just want to go down for a nosy, I'm sure you can go down, throw a few quid in the bucket. Don't be miserable. And ultimately, the goal here is to raise as much money for charity as possible. So Kirkeston, Saturday, that's Saturday the 26th. If you can, get a tractor down there. If you are coming from a distance with a lorry or whatever, plenty of room
Absolutely.
for offloading
Absolutely.
or doing anything like that. And don't be afraid of the journey. As I say, I know Big Jimmy's planning. There's 4 or 5 coming from around this area. So if you are about the Ballymena area and you just want to join up, make conversations. I've one going, another mate of mine's going with a fast track from around here as well. So we can join up, we'll go down the road together,
Bit of a convoy.
get a fry up or whatever.
Everybody loves a convoy.
Aye, and have a bit of crack. So, mint, great job you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
And I hope it goes really, really, really well for you.